NFL 24. And we'll see Christian Kirk. He's more than happy with last week's numbers, going well over 100 yards and scoring twice. It's the Snowhawks and the Pioneers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Snowhawks of Brooklyn taking on the Pioneers of St. Louis. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, our visitors, they too were losers last week, so they're also... 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Lance's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44. To throw, it's Lance. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 18 carries, 82 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
A timeout here for an injured player, and definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lance now to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, against the pass, they've had some issues, right? Number 23 in the NFL right now. They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Here's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Holding, offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Play action. Now it's Lance. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Eddie Pinheiro on now. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This one swung out to Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Now Burrow. A little short pass. This is Everett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Screen play set up for Williams. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tackle made by Justin Evans.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing now is Lance. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Snowhawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Burrow on play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Catch is made by Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Second and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Third and goal. Burrow toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lance looking to throw it. Here's a screen for Robinson. And just shedding him off there. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there, first down. Now Lance. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, Lance. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Lance now on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Lance to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to go down again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Lance. And that went to the right side and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the get-go. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Burrow. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Everett there, complete.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it second down.
Here's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing third down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And Lance now to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Snowhawks have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Burrow.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Quick throw here to Johnston.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. The Lance going to throw.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
But it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in there by Cooks.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, but while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf from 4 yards out. And the Pioneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Looking to throw. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Burrow looking to pass. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Pioneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 4, 2:10 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Gets this to Bellinger. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lance. To the sideline and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.